stays fresh, fresh, fresh.
Welcome to Fresh to Death Comics. I'm your host, B. Luke. In the studio, I got Hans. What's going on, Hans?
Hey, Brian.
So we're back. Season 2, Episode 1.
Season 2, huh?
Yes.
Did we get a contract or something?
We do.
Really?
Yep. We have to do
So
it for the rest of
are you the only
semester.
one getting paid?
No, I don't get paid at all. I just
okay.
get to do it till the end of the semester.
Oh, right.
So we've been renewed. Yay.
Just making sure I wasn't missing out on anything.
So much has happened over the break.
What?
Well, I mean, in comic-wise news.
I thought you were
Maybe,
excited
in
about
your own
something.
life. I mean, I am taking some awesome classes this semester. But
Don't lie.
taking a film class.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
That's my favorite class.
So
ever.
excited.
It is exciting.
Watching amazing movies.
We are.
Such as?
Glory.
Glory was a good movie. I agree.
Star Wars Episode 5. Empire Strikes Back.
Amazing movie.
Best movie ever.
I wouldn't go that far.
Why would you not go that far?
Wow, you just killed my mic there.
Sorry about that.
Unnecessary. I don't know. It's a great movie, but I wouldn't say best ever.
It's one of the best movies ever.
All right.
I mean,
Top 10? Top 10?
Well, number one's The Matrix, of course.
Okay. I guess
You disagree?
I don't have a top one.
You don't have a favorite movie of all
No,
time?
I've got a list of like 10 interchangeable movies.
You don't have one that goes, wow, I really like this movie. I want to listen to it for the rest of my life.
You want to listen to it?
Or
You don't want to watch it? You just
watch
want to
it.
listen to it?
Watch it, listen to it, do everything.
Just
with
put it on in the background while you're doing your work?
Those are the best kind of movies. Where you can
Those
just
are
put
the
it
movies
on
you don't
and
wanna pay attention
you just
to.
want to watch it 24 hours a day.
I could watch Iron Man 24 hours a day.
Then that would be your favorite movie.
I don't know about that.
You don't know.
I don't know.
How do you know? I don't know. I've never heard someone who goes, I've never had a favorite movie.
Well, I don't. I have a lot of movies I like.
But none were, like, if I say, hey, Hans, let's go see a movie right now.
Yeah.
I have Netflix in my back room. I can get any movie in the world. What movie would you choose?
All right. I have one movie that always stays on my Netflix list.
All right.
Instant.
Yes.
Eternal Sunshine.
The Spotless Mind?
Yes,
with
sir.
Jim Carrey. I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
Maybe that is your number. I mean, it's a movie you watch. Like for me, like
I could watch that movie anytime.
then that would be your favorite movie. We just discovered your favorite movie.
This
Wow.
is a good day.
Already episode
Good
1.
day,
discovered
great show.
your- Episode 1. Hans discovers his favorite movie.
That's the subtitle?
That's the subtitle.
All right.
It's a very long subtitle.
All right.
It's crazy and easy. So, what would you like to talk about? Mark Millar?
Mark Millar is a genius at times.
At times. A matter of opinion, but do you want to lead this one, or you want me to?
I don't know. We've been reading Superior.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last issue because 2 issues came out. Oh, no, just the first issue came out last semester.
Yeah.
And then issue 2 came out.
Left you with a cliffhanger. Made you feel...
like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
No, issue 2 came out because the whole buildings were falling down.
Yeah.
And we're like,
made
what
you
is
feel
going
just
on?
like the character in the book.
Yeah, I love that feeling. I've never read a comic where I'm like, wow, I have no clue what's going on. And he doesn't have any clue what's going on.
Right.
Usually they see something that we don't, and they know something secret.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know anything.
But then again, he is 10 years old.
He's not 10 years old. He's like a superhero. He looks like Tad something or other.
Tad Aarons or something like that. Something weird.
Not important.
Not important. But the thing is, he is like 10 to 12 years old because the monkey turned him into...
The monkey is probably my favorite part of this book.
No, it was when we first started.
And we've seen him like 3 times.
Remember last season we were like, oh my God, there's a monkey. There's a monkey on the screen. There's
The
a monkey
monkey's
in
talking.
the
The monkey's... I don't know.
I mean, I absolutely
he got
love
his
monkey.
powers from a monkey.
And now the monkey's back, and it's even more crazy. I love it so much. The monkey is
Is what, Brian?
my favorite character ever.
The monkey is Satan.
I didn't want to know if you wanted to spoil it.
I want to spoil everything.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, it's crazy. The monkey is the devil, and I am blown away by that.
You're blown away.
Blown away.
He's just inciting this giant conflict between 2 people.
Yeah. I mean, always when you read a comic or even a movie, there's the bad guy, there's the good guy. And you always wonder, Superman, how did him and Lex Luthor become such great enemies, and that's why Smallville
Who
was created.
cares?
Well, that's why Smallville came out, because they're like, oh, look at Lex and Clark used to be best
Lex can
friends.
just throw a giant green rock at him and he'll die.
I'm just giving the scenario of what real life scenarios, Hans.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't mean you're
All
gonna
right.
like it. That's what happens.
All right.
Let's see. We did the whole thing with Batman. Why is he the Dark Knight? The whole origin story behind that.
Who cares why he's the Dark Knight? He's awesome.
Because that's what the next movie is. The Dark Knight Rises. Which, I don't know. Do you feel happy with the cast of The Dark Knight?
Could care less.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the only person I know who said that.
Really?
Did you not enjoy The Dark Knight?
I loved The Dark Knight, and that's why I could care less about The Dark Knight Rises.
Because
Or
you want to
whatever
be
it's called.
just as good, or you don't feel it can ever be as good?
It can never be as good. Heath Ledger was a genius. Is a genius.
Agreed
Yeah.
entirely. He was the best best live Joker. Because Mark Hamill, his Joker voices are wonderful.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But as a live action, I mean,
What, are you comparing him to Jack Nicholson?
I was comparing him to Jack Nicholson. 'Cause
Really?
I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Really?
He was a wonderful Joker.
He wasn't
But-
dark enough.
That's true. I mean,
The Joker's a crazy character.
he was. And that's what I love about Heath
He'll
Ledger.
do
I mean,
anything. He'll run around the streets in a straitjacket.
his mechanics, the way he moved, I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, you caught this essence of this man who was crazy, but he knew what was going on.
I didn't know what was going on with him.
I didn't know.
Never told the same story.
And
That's
every
what I
ti-
liked.
Every time I watch it from now on,
There was a mystery to the character.
I'm like, what is going on here? This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely blown away at everything that he does. I can't think of a movie, the time I've watched the movie, where something new didn't happen. Even, we watched a clip of it in our film class.
Yeah.
And even then, I caught on to something new.
Like what?
Like, the way he's, like, fixing
We saw the hospital scene.
the hospital. That's only just the hospital scene. And just, like, how the Joker was acting in his mannerisms of the whole, making Harvey Dent, like, fixing him up, beautifying him.
Yeah.
Like, he's fixing his hair. And like, that's craziness.
He created him.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, he's sitting there
If
in
you
the
think
hospital.
about it, that's pretty crazy.
He's got a bomb detonator in his pocket, and he's fixing up the Joker's hair. What's up with that?
Is that your Shaggy impression?
I guess it just came out.
All right.
It was crazy. But anyway, so yeah, this is the essence of what Superior is about. Is this whole he's a superhero, he's doing super things. Everybody loves him.
I love the fact there was a scene kind of like in Hancock, where Hancock threw that child up in the air. So the Superior just comes and takes this kid that's picking on everybody and takes him to the Arctic. He just talks to him there. He's like,
because I felt like that. You know, when you're a kid and some bully's picking on you, and you just wish that Superior would be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
yeah, I always wish Superior would come.
Well, not Superior, but some kind of superhero and like save you.
Yeah.
But what I was expecting out of this book was that he was going to become the bad guy. Everyone realized, that he's not really good. He's actually destructive. And I was expecting Superior to be this kind of almost turning into like a villain. Like everyone hates him, but they need him. Kind of like a Spider-Man kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where everyone hates Spider-Man, but yet Spider-Man still does what he does because it's with great power
he's
comes great
Spider-Man.
responsibility.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, but this one, I mean, he's a generally awesome guy. And now there's this bad guy who's like super evil.
Well, there's not a bad guy yet.
He's
really,
gonna
kinda.
be. I mean,
There's a Satan monkey. I guess that counts.
but he's creating a bad guy, which I want to see what he's gonna look like. I think he is going to look like, I don't know, something.
I think the
awesome.
next book's going to start off like the first book, in that they show a scene from a movie, and then lead you into the real life.
like what the kid's favorite villain of all
yeah,
time
something
was.
like that. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe he'll go back to Wanted or Nemesis.
I hope he doesn't connect it. If he connects stuff, he'll just ruin it.
Okay, so its own entity.
Yeah.
You're right. That was crazy thinking, but it would be awesome in a way. A small,
No. He would just
tiny way.
not even a tiny bit. It's just ruin everything.
Fine. That's disappointing. In my head,
I'm sorry.
it was working out so well in my head, But I don't know. With the way Nemesis ended, which that was something that happened over the break, was Nemesis ended.
It was so terrible. I don't remember what happened.
I don't.
Some
care.
guy was on a beach. He was.
It's so bad. I mean, last semester we talked about how great it was and how much we loved it, but
I didn't like it from the start. I told you that. I found flaws.
Well, you called me bad words and everything.
I did?
Yeah, you said,
I would never do that.
You said I was a person who liked to be destructive.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, but
I called you a terrorist, to be exact.
You did. I didn't like that.
No offense, of course.
No offense. Well,
Yeah.
I can't take offense to that now.
Right.
but
That's how it works.
You didn't at the beginning. So, but that's the way it works. Is this whole I don't know, Nemesis, and it just shot up, where it could be so awesome, and it just killed it.
Just went straight
Which
down.
that's what I'm worried about Superior. Is it's just going to be this?
I don't know what to do with that.
That was a bomb. And going.
I didn't see any mushroom cloud, just saying.
I did with my hands.
Oh.
This is was the mushroom cloud.
I thought you were Darth Vader for a second.
Luke, I am your father.
That's weird that you're saying that to yourself.
It is. A little bit, just a little.
A little bit mind-blowing.
It blew my mind. So, yeah. So, we're gonna take a quick break. We have a song for you coming up. It's
What is it, Brian?
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you didn't choose it yet, did you, Brian?
Yeah, I did. It's Bubblegum.
Bubblegum?
Bubblegum, sir.
I'm pretty sure you've played this at least 6 times.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't like bubblegum?
I love chewing bubblegum.
But you don't like bubblegum itself.
Probably not.
Just kidding, we're not going to play bubblegum then. if you're going to be so anti-bubblegum.
Play the song.
All right. It's going to be Crystal Castles, since you're so against bubblegum.
All right.
Support for WNYO Online comes from Oswego Cinema 7. For more information, call 315-343-6361.
You may think seatbelt laws are no big deal. Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Cops are cracking down day and night, in the city, in the country, and all points in between. Make no mistake, if you don't buckle up, you will get caught, and you will get a ticket. Even if you've gotten away with not buckling in the past, things are about to change. Cops are serious about seatbelt safety, so don't kid yourself. Buckle up every time, or get a ticket. Click it or ticket.
Fresh to Death Comics is back. Be Luke, Hans Dizzle, how's it going?
Hans Dizzle.
I don't know, I felt right to say
Getting a
it.
new nickname?
No. You hear that seatbelt thing?
Yeah, seatbelts are important.
They
Buckle
are.
up.
That's why I played it, because my girlfriend last night got pulled over by the cops.
What?
Yeah, she wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
Oh, my goodness.
She got away with it, though,
How?
because she told the officer, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't have it buckled. But
That's it? That's all it takes?
He looked over in the next seat, and remember when she, because I gave her my car for work because she was stuck in her
Okay, right.
driveway. And I put little Brian, the Build-A-Bear we got, I buckled him into the seatbelt, and he saw him buckled, and he's like, oh, you must buckle the seatbelt because you have the bear buckled in.
Wow.
So she got out of it because of the Build-A-Bear.
You got out of a ticket because there was a stuffed toy buckled in the seat next to you.
That's what I believe, yes.
I think the cop just thought she was crazy and didn't want to get in any trouble.
But I know, like, how do you not wear your seatbelt in today's age? I asked her that.
How do you buckle up a stuffed toy these days?
Oh, it's easy. You just put it in, make sure it's really tight in there so it doesn't...
Well, then don't you think she should have done the same?
She should have.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. The officer took pity on her, and I appreciate
Took
it.
pity on her insanity.
Probably. But, I don't know. I played that for her because they reminded her to buckle her seatbelt.
Well, isn't that cute?
Yeah. He said he gave her a warning, and it's on her thing as that she didn't. I don't know. He said it's on her record.
Uh-oh.
So she gets caught again. Bum, bum, bum,
Prison
bum.
time.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
I don't want to go to prison.
She
to
could
visit
last
her.
in prison.
What?
She could last in prison.
Yeah, but not. I want to go to prison to see her.
Conjugal visits.
I can't last in prison. Visits.
You can't last in prison.
Yeah.
Let's
Prisons
not
scare
go
me.
there, Brian.
That's why I can't do anything with prisons. Scare me.
Yeah.
So speaking of prisons.
Speaking of prisons, how is that a
Shh.
segue?
It sounded good.
Where
in
are
my
we going
head.
with prisons?
We're going to talk about The Green Hornet.
Speaking of prisons,
Well, because he's breaking the law in the movie.
but he's also saving the world.
At the same time this summer,
Wait, did he save the world or did he just save like
he just saved.
whatever city it is, Century
this-
City?
It was a secret city.
It's a secret city?
They didn't say what city it was, but you could tell it was like Miami-ish
Miami?
or somewhere in California.
I don't remember a beach.
There was beaches.
There's a beach?
I'm pretty sure there's a beach.
I don't know.
I don't know. It took place at nighttime, so no one goes swimming at nighttime.
I do.
Oh, okay. No one but you goes swimming at nighttime.
All right.
It's dangerous. There's
It's
jellyfish.
dangerous.
There's jellyfish out there.
There's jellyfish
Yes.
in the pool.
No, in the
Oh.
ocean.
I put jellyfish in my pool.
That's weird.
It's like an obstacle.
But they sting you.
Not if you avoid them.
But they go after you like tentacles.
Like what? Oh,
Tentacles.
That is enough out of you. All right, so
So-
Green Hornet.
Is a movie with Seth Rogen. He wrote it, well, he didn't
He
direct
didn't
it,
direct it.
but
The guy who
he produced
directed
it.
Eternal Sunshine directed it, actually.
That is true. And I thought it was a fabulous movie.
Yeah, I do too. A lot of
I
people were a little upset by it.
Really, I thought it was enjoyable. It's the first real comic book movie that I was able to just enjoy myself and just start laughing at everything.
As opposed to...
As opposed to Spider-Man or Dark Knight, where it's very serious. And yeah, there's a few humor spots in Spider-Man where you LOL. But for the most part, you're like on your edge. It's a fighting movie. But Green Hornet was more of like a comedy movie.
It
With
was,
some
yeah.
action in it. It kind of reminded me of Pineapple Express, like with all the action scenes.
But without...
The marijuana. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's got the whole essence of, like, Pineapple Express is a movie with comedy, but there's a whole bunch of violence in it. That's what Green Hornet was. It was a whole bunch of comedy with just, with some violence in it.
And they both had Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Love James Franco.
He made some small little appearance.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
What was he, like a gangster, a mobster?
He was a mobster, but it was like
drug dealer,
it was one of my
club owner?
favorite scenes in the whole movie.
Really?
Yeah, because he's like, look at me, I'm wearing I'm wearing.
I got Armani, I got Gucci.
No, just like he's like talking about how great. Like, look at his suit. I have it pressed. What are you wearing? What kind of name do you have? Like, I forgot his name. It was like Blowensky or something like that.
Bludnovsky.
Bludnovsky's. Wait, that's not scary. That's like not scary. You should have a scary
not
name.
scary.
That's the worst Italian accent ever.
That was. One
James
more time?
Frank-
One more time there?
I'm not going to do it again.
All right.
Maybe when we see The Godfather next week
Oh,
for film class,
all
I'll be
right.
able to get my
Marlon Brando going on?
yeah, my Marlon Brando, and I'll do it for next week's club,
All right.
next week's show. Maybe season 2, The Godfather voice. I don't know. Probably not. My brother does a really good impression.
Oh, really?
Anyway, but yeah, Green Hornet. I think is it still in theaters?
It should be.
I know it's coming here.
Yeah.
To Oswego
it's coming on
campus.
campus.
So
In
it's,
a while, isn't it? I don't know. How
I
long
think
it
it's
is.
not till March.
I think it's April.
Or is it April?
I don't
But
know.
I don't. When it comes,
Definitely see that.
I'm gonna see it again.
That'd be good.
Those are good times. That movie, really good. I kind of want to see it in 3D though, but
No,
you don't need to see it in 3D.
It's not a movie you need to see in 3D. It's
No.
not a movie that should have been made in 3D.
Like I feel like
There's only like 3 or 4 scenes that would have been in 3D. And
Yeah.
You could have taken your glasses off.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the movie wasn't necessary, but I think it would have had a little more flavor to it.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't worth $5 more for it though. Of
No,
course.
not at all.
Of course. So, one big thing that happened this year was this whole debate over $2.99 comics versus $4.99.
$3.99?
3 to $4.99. Yeah, well, Marvel's really all gone $4.99 comics.
No. Spider-Man's 3.
Nope, it's 4.
It's $4. It's $3.99.
Well, that's what I meant. $3.99. Are we arguing over a penny?
Yeah, we are.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I thought it was pretty awesome.
All right.
Penny fighting.
Penny fight. If I can find a penny, I'll chuck it at you.
I have pennies all over the place.
Who has
Okay.
pennies all over the place? Nobody uses pennies.
I know. That's why they're in my dorm room. I don't have any use for them.
Whatever.
I feel like if I could give them away, I'd be happy.
You can
Maybe I'll just stand outside like, hey, would you like a penny? I don't want them.
I'm sure if there's a hobo around, he'll take your pennies.
It's a homeless person, not a hobo.
Whatever.
Hobos? I don't know. I feel like hobos just doesn't mean word to say.
Really? Sorry to offend your friends.
No, I don't know.
I know you know the Ithaca homeless man, and
He's my friend. We talk.
apparently you met the Syracuse homeless man.
Oh, he was scary. I walked away. Fastly.
That's good. That's good.
Usually I talk to them
Yeah?
because they have interesting things to say sometimes.
Such as?
Such as, and like, oh, I'm homeless and I need money. I don't believe him half the time because he's wearing like this one guy in Ithaca, he's wearing like Nikes, like
Yeah.
brand new Nikes.
Maybe he just washes them really good.
And I noticed like in his pants, like he's got this like outlining on his pocket.
Don't
like an
notice too
iPhone.
much going on in his pants, Brian.
No, it's like an outlining of like an iPhone or something. Or maybe an iPod.
Maybe that outlining is from the previous pant owner.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because,
Why am
Yeah,
I
I wanna do
protecting the integrity of a homeless person?
I don't know. I felt like I needed to.
All right. What was that?
Nothing. So the $2.99 DC has this whole thing of all their comics now will be $2.99.
I don't believe that because online, The Dark Knight is still $3.99.
Is it still $3.99 or was it a past issue? Because it just started, I believe, in January. They're starting this whole $2.99. They draw the line at $2.99.
That's
Hey,
their
that
slogan.
rhymes.
It's pretty lame.
It rhymes. Rhymes.
Yeah, it always has.
I just realized it rhymes.
You just realized?
I just realizing it now.
All right.
But
It kind of makes me want to switch over, though.
it does because can we round off here? $4 for a comic.
Okay.
So if you buy, 3 comics, it's $12.
Right.
Versus DC, where let's round off $3, you can get 4 comics. So you're basically getting a free comic. If you buy
You're
4.
still paying for it, Brian. No, there's no free comic books.
Well, I mean, like instead of getting 3 comic books, you're getting 4 comic books.
Right.
So you're getting an extra comic instead of 3.
Right.
So I'm just wondering how well this is going to do it because I know they're cutting down the pages. How many?
So really, you're getting the same content?
I think you are because right now, like Spider-Man, it's $3.99, and there's a lot in there. Like the issues are thick.
There is.
And there's like the main story, and there's always a side story. Which last side week's story, they revealed who Venom was.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
I'm just saying they revealed who it is,
Oh,
so
all right,
you need to watch it because it's pretty awesome.
Some of us get subscriptions in order to avoid the $4.99 price tag.
Yeah, but
$3.99, whatever.
$3.99. But it's I don't like how everyone's spoiling it online.
Everyone's spoiling everything.
It's kind of upsetting, like how much it's how much everything's spoiled.
Yeah, the big thing over our school break was the death of Fantastic Four member.
It was. I mean, that was ridiculous.
Or was that when we just got back?
That was the first week we got back.
Okay.
And everyone was all up in arms. Like, it was all over the internet. I couldn't go on the internet for like a couple days because of it.
I know. They leaked it, and I don't know. It's just everybody was upset about it.
Yeah,
I was upset about it.
I was because I didn't want to know
Stayed
who it
off
was.
the internet for 2 days.
I know. I wait for it to come
It's
out.
blasphemy.
I'm just like, I am not listening to the internet or anything because it's kind of. I hate when people do that though.
But it happens all the time.
It does, and I understand why someone goes, "Hey, look at me! I know who Venom is.
Yeah.
Let me release it to the world now because I know who it is." It just totally ruins.
Well, if
the
someone
joy.
pays you for the information, I mean, you'd take money.
No, I want it.
You wouldn't?
I want it.
Okay.
But we have some IDs, we have some legal stuff we have to do, legal IDs and whatnot. So we will take a break. We'll be back in a little bit.
You're listening to WNYO Oswego, New York. Stay fresh.
Hi, everybody. This is Steve Levy.
Hi, I'm Linda Cohn.
You're listening to WNYO Radio in Oswego, New York.
And we're back. And we're back. How's it going, Hans?
Oh, it's going great.
That's good. So, one thing you want to talk about, I know you've been angry about it, Green Arrow.
I hate it.
Me too.
I don't know if I can say that, but I just did.
But over lunch, you were talking about how you still want to buy it. I don't understand. Talk to me through it. So, Green Arrow. Let's
it's
just
not logical.
let's tell everyone what's going on.
All right.
Green Arrow is going on. These guys are just shooting. I don't know. This guy Green
You don't
Arrow,
even know what's going on, do you?
I'm just trying to describe it.
He's in a forest.
He's in a forest.
Mysterious forest.
He's Robin Hood.
He is Robin Hood.
And he just goes around being bad guys. But the only thing
Like
is,
Robin Hood.
I'm reading the same issue for 8 issues.
Yeah.
And so I stopped reading it because I was just like, I'm done with this. I
I kinda
can't
did.
spend my money about something that nothing happens except
But
everything.
Brian, DC draws the line at $2.99.
I know. And that's what makes me like, oh, I feel upset that I dropped it. In the same sense, it's like wasting $2.99 on.
You're going to
So
be
I can't-
reading the same issue for the next...
Yeah. But you mentioned how you don't want to drop it. You're still going to get it.
I don't know. I read
Expla-
previews, and previews are like, oh, Brightest Day is going to end. So, maybe something good's going to happen.
I don't know. But even like right now, you're having me reading Quiver.
Yeah, Quiver.
Kind of feels like the same kind of Green Arrow story.
What are you talking about?
What does he do? All he does is go out there and has Robin Hood get up and he's like, "Oh, stand for the wicked. I stand for the good and take down the wicked. Look at me. I have a bow."
That's how Robin Hood talks?
That's how Oliver Queen talks.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of feel like that's all that happens in the
But who wrote it?
Kevin Smith. Which that's
So
why it
it's
makes
hilarious?
But that's what thing. Like Quiver, I'm just like, oh, it's okay. But I think it's only because Kevin Smith wrote it.
Yeah.
With anyone else writing it, I'm just like, oh, it's the same story.
Yeah, but there's a lot more going on in Quiver.
There is. I mean, there's a whole backstory, which I love. But this whole new arc, I mean, I got through an arc and a half, and I felt like I read issue 1 over and over and over and over and over
It's
again.
true. And he was crying like a girl.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Like, it makes me upset.
Like a little baby.
So, Hans, what are you reading right now? What's your favorite thing you're reading?
I don't know. What am I reading? I haven't read anything in a while.
I thought you were reading Infinite Crisis.
I haven't started it.
Oh, okay. It was just in your room.
I read The Death of Superman.
How was that?
I wish he stayed dead.
Wow.
Is that terrible?
Yeah, Death of Superman's an interesting comic because it's the one issue where he's dead is one of the most bought issues of all time.
Right.
And if you bring it into a comic book store, like, hey, look at me, I have the Death
I think
of Superman.
I think it has a rival now. That issue.
That issue. Which one?
I think it has a rival
Of the greatest. Well,
of the most sold.
Well, I know the number one most sold comic. It won the Guinness Book of World Record was X-Men #1, back in '93 or '94.
Really?
Yeah, that won it during the Comic-Con last year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I still think something beat that.
Which one?
You don't think Fantastic Four beat that?
I think it's close, but
They sold 70,000 more issues than they would normally sell.
yeah. I mean, I know it's astronomically crazy, but in the same sense, I feel like it's still not. I don't know. I haven't seen the numbers, but I feel like it's still not as high as X-Men #1 or Death of Superman.
I don't know.
Because everyone loves Superman. My dad, back in '94, he didn't buy comics forever. You know, he stopped back in '60s, '70s. He saw
Mhm.
Death of Superman. He's like, I gotta get this. Superman's dead.
Yeah, my dad's never bought a comic book that I'm aware of, and he bought this trade. So
Which one? Death of Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everyone bought the Death of Superman. So I feel like that should have won the Guinness Book of World Records and not X-Men #1. Because I feel like everyone has Death of Superman, whether they like comics or not, in their room or in their household.
maybe, but it's not worth jack.
No. I think if you go there, they're like, hey, you give me 5 cents for it.
5 cents. Isn't it sad that I'd probably buy it?
No, I'm talking about like you have the copy and you're like, hey, I'd like to sell a Death of Superman comic, and the comic book dealer's just like, oh, you give me 5 cents for it. I'm not gonna take that.
I don't know. It's probably worth more than that.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
So
What are you reading?
I am reading right now New Avengers. Love it.
Yeah?
So much. The new arc, a little confusing, the side story there with Nicholas Fury.
You were going to say Nicolas Cage.
I was. How did you know?
I don't know.
But yeah, Nick Fury, his side story is a little confusing. I think it'll be cleared up in next issue. But right now, it's really, really good. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but I'm going to say maybe someone might die or has died.
Did you cry reading this recently?
No.
I thought you did.
I didn't cry.
Are you sure?
I LOL'd. Issue 8 was a date issue, which surprised me because usually date issues are just like, oh, they're going on a date. I hate it so much.
Kind of like Spider-Man.
Kind of like Spider-Man. Ultimate X-Men did it. A whole bunch. There's always been a date issues. Always hate them.
But when Bendis is writing the dialogue.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it was a date issue, and like there's so many funny things that happen, and I LOL'd. I raffled. I enjoyed myself reading it. It was pleasurable.
It's pleasurable.
It was like I was laughing so hard. I called you.
You
in the
did,
middle of
which
reading it.
was weird.
It was. I was enjoying it so much. I call someone, and you're the only person I know who would enjoy me talking about it.
I didn't though.
Because you haven't read it, you need to read it. Go out and read it.
Go out and read it.
Go out and read it.
All right.
You need to. It's fantastic.
But
now I'm going to be reading The Death of Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe.
nobody cares. Do
And
people care?
I kind of do if it's the real Spider-Man being killed, but I don't think he will be because he is the Ultimate Universe's #1 bookseller. You can't kill him off.
The Ultimate Universe doesn't have much to sell,
They don't. And Spider-Man's the only thing that has been selling.
so it's not a surprise.
So, I mean, it's interesting to see what happens. I'm looking forward to reading it. I thoroughly am.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have to read Flash, though, before that.
I think you do. That was pretty exciting, actually.
Was it? I mean,
Yeah.
on a scale of, is it better than the arc story that we read?
Better than the what?
The arc story about him in time being arrested and whatnot.
I think it's similar in quality.
Similar quality.
Yeah. There was that one gap issue with 8, but then you had...
Yeah. Well, 7 and 8. I mean, the Boomerang issue was...
Oh, right.
And
Forgot
then
about
Reverse
that.
Flash was... And so lately I've been like, I think I'm going to drop Flash.
No, you shouldn't. Pick up 9, read that.
All right, I have 9
See
in
what
my room.
happens.
But Flashpoint, if anyone says we're the Flashpoint, what do you think of Flashpoint?
I don't know. It just depends on what happens here in 9, 10, 11.
All right. Then I look forward to that. We will be right back with some commercials and whatnot. And, yeah.
That's the sound of you staying fresh at WNYO.
Staying fresh. I like that. So, yeah. We're just about
was a
done
quick
here
break.
for today. It was a quick break. Just a little quickie. Just a quick thing. Just a quick break. So next week, we're going to be introducing some new topic segments.
Possibly.
Captain's Log we're thinking about doing. What do you think? We have a Facebook page, Fresh to Death Comics on Facebook.
Yeah, we will set up maybe a poll.
We will set
Do
a poll.
some segments you might want to
Maybe a little
listen to.
scripted things. We'll do a little 5-second script, funny.
Some dramatic shows.
We will, like,
maybe.
a 5-second like comedy kind of thing. We'll do different voices. We'll see how many voices we can do in a minute of comic book characters or something. That sounds awesome.
I think you're just going to do the same voice over and over again. You're just going to sound Jamaican or something.
It's Irish, I'm told.
Oh, Irish, all right.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that guy in I Love You, Man.
Yeah,
He's-
right.
He's like, everything he does is with the Irish accent.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I love that movie.
I think everybody should love that movie.
That's such a great movie. Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass, man.
Slapping the bass. Slapping the bass.
All right. Take it easy.
Slapping the bass.
No more slapping your bass over there.
All right, I will stop.
So we got what, Captain's Log,
Captain's Log.
maybe some Waking Up with the Wakandans,
That sounds awesome.
or What's Up with the Wakandans.
Something like that. But, yeah, we're hopefully awesome things for this season.
Some interviews, maybe.
We interviews. Hopefully we'll get some awesome, cool people besides just us two cool, groovy cats.
Creepy.
Creepy.
Did you say creepy?
Say groovy.
Oh, groovy.
I felt like I was in the 70s for a second.
We're two wild and crazy guys.
Wild and crazy guys. We're looking for. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I never really watched it that long into it.
That was a tribute to Steve Martin.
I love Steve Martin.
He's still alive.
I don't know how you make that not.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
I don't. You confuse me by saying
I'm
he's
sorry.
still alive.
Well, he is still alive. I said it's a tribute, and I just wanted to make clear to people that he's not dead.
I thought it was something I said.
Oh, yeah.
I was
whatever.
confused. My brain hurts.
Yeah, it usually does.
Sometimes, not all the time.
So any other thoughts about segments there, Brian?
No, we're still going to be talking about comics. If you want to talk to us, you can always call us and Facebook us.
We'll be glad to play your songs.
Yeah, the iPod machine's working, so between Hans's Zune.
Yeah.
Who has a Zune? And my
Cool
iPod?
people.
You're the only person I know in the world who has a Zune.
Exactly.
So you're saying you're cool?
I'm the coolest.
That's pretty vain. Pretty vain. But yeah, we've got so we got my iPod, your Zune. Between those two, if you guys want songs, we should have them between the both of us.
Oh, yeah.
But and we also would love to hear your thoughts and comments about comics.
About anything.
Anything. I've talked about anything with people.
I'll talk about watermelon for an hour.
I love watermelon, except the seeds. They get stuck in your teeth.
The seeds get stuck in your teeth?
Sometimes.
They're giant.
Not sometimes. Sometimes there's those white seeds, and they get stuck in
Also
there.
pretty big.
They get stuck in my teeth.
How?
They get suction cupped up there.
Do you have giant gaps in your teeth?
I do. No, I'm like right here. Like the molar.
Stop showing me the inside of your mouth.
But
It's
they,
just-
they get stuck in
No.
there.
All
And
right.
also, we're trying recording this week, so
We'll definitely have this up online.
yeah, we're gonna have it on iTunes. So
If you're listening to it now, want to listen again,
yeah,
maybe we'll do an extra podcast.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. We'll have some throughout the week. Then you have a double dose.
A double dose of Brian and Hans. Your name's Brian.
I know. I like B. Luke though.
No.
Brian's such a boring name.
Brian, why?
Brian. I hate it. B. Luke makes me sound funky and
We
fresh.
could call you your real name.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Can I do that right now?
No, you're not gonna do that.
Over the airwaves?
Not over the airways.
How about it?
No.
Come on.
Maybe how about this? If enough people, we're gonna put my status will be on for the Facebook thing on the Fresh Leather Comics. Who wants to hear my full name over the radio? If
Everybody does. I
If
don't
we
know.
have over 8 likes or
8?
8 comments together, you may call me my name on the radio.
All right.
So get your friends, everyone, to
I'm going to tell all my friends to like it regardless of whether
let's make it
they...
10.
10?
10's an even number. I love
All right.
10. So 10 people.
Okay. And what if it eclipses 10? What if we get like 20, 30?
If it's that much, you'll get to say it. Every 10 you get to say it more than once.
Well, that's just boring.
All right, we'll figure out something.
Maybe we could push you down the stairs or something.
I already fell down the escalator.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That hurt. Syracuse is
You're like a
nuts.
hamster in a wheel.
According to my girlfriend, yeah. It's
that's-
like a hamster in a wheel.
Is it terrible to say I wish I was there to see that?
You've said that multiple times, and yes, that would be terrible. It
Did you
is
realize you just admitted that you fell down an escalator to millions of people? I
I
wouldn't
did.
say millions. I like to think millions.
terrible. I like to think millions too, because you know what? It happens. I'm sure.
I don't
So-
think it happens to a lot of people.
You don't think so?
I think it was just you.
I'm lucky in the few.
Lucky.
And
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on like Equals 3 on YouTube or Fail Blog or something.
I hope so.
What if it is?
Catch it on the security cameras.
What if it is?
Cops are just busting
So
up
if
in
you
the background.
if someone sees my video of me falling down the escalator,
Of anybody falling down the escalator.
yeah, because I don't know if you can see my face or not.
Just put it on the Facebook
It's just
page.
this large guy falling down the stairs multiple times.
Like a hamster.
And there's this girl laughing her head off.
I'm
And
sure
she
more
does-
than just
she
one.
didn't
girl.
even help me. I'm falling down the escalator. Like I'm falling
How
on
could
up
she help
escalator.
you?
She
You
could-
were like trapped in an infinite loop of falling.
Yes, but there's a button, emergency button you press, and the stairs will stop.
There's an emergency button?
Yes, it's on the escalator.
So the escalator
Both
just
sides.
turns into stairs?
Yeah.
And you just keep falling?
Well, at least I would stop falling instead of doing this whole tumble. Because every time I went to get up, the new stairs came, and I was just like, and like falling down them multiple times.
But then it's not funny at all.
Of course, it's not funny. And she's not even helping me. She's just laughing.
I don't blame her, to be honest.
I know. I don't think you would help me. I think every time I get up, you'd try to push me down again.
I wouldn't go that far.
You're such a mean person.
I just wouldn't help you.
So, yeah, that's today's show. Join us next week, Tuesdays at 2.
Tuesdays at 2.
2.
2.
I wanted to say it funny.
All right.
All right. So stay classy, Oswego in the world. You didn't like that, Hans?
I loved it.
You want to change it to something else? You want to?
No.
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 No.